He's a rational investor, dividend digester, saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields? That's never the case. He's seeking 6% returns. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, indeed, some people are putting their money into dog money. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. I have to apologise for being away these last few days. I've been sick as a dog, but as soon as I'm feeling better, we are back on the airwaves and checking out these figures. So let's just crack on with it. Here we go, rock and roll. So starting from left to right, we've got Coolcoin, Bcrash, Bitcoin, which is the original protocol, making it the true Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end there. So to start with, we'll just start off with Coolcoin, and we'll let Peter McCormack explain this graph for us. So wait till I can find you, Pete. And I did have this picture loaded. Thank you very much for this, Twitter. I do appreciate it when you mess up a live show like this. Yeah, there we go. That's the one we want. Whenever you're ready, here we go. Right, Pete, care to explain this to us?
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, I mean, how different are we talking about? I mean, does it resemble Bitcoin in any way, shape, or form? Is it anything like the original project?
It's a completely different project.
Really? Well, if it's a completely different project, I mean, and Satoshi Nakamoto designed that, do you not think he's going to be a little bit pissed off that his project is nothing like it?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
What, really? But I mean, he created Bitcoin. You're trying to tell me it doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore? Are you trying to tell me that the project is that different that it's completely irrelevant? I mean, what if he came back and said something?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into a project, the project that is a completely different project and nothing like Bitcoin. Why would he want to do that? Satoshi Nakamoto designed Bitcoin. So you're saying your project is completely different to how Bitcoin was first designed. I mean, in your opinion, what's Bitcoin based on now?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
What, like it wasn't before? Did you even bother to read the white paper, Pete? Let's have that one more time.
Into the project, Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Are you sure about that? Because it didn't sound like it to me. I'm not sure that I believe you, because I don't think you know what you're talking about. In fact, let's just have a listen to this interview that Daniel Kraus conducted with Tony Vays, and Tony Vays, sounding equally confused.
Why do you think BTC is valuable?
It's valuable because it's the only unconfiscatable asset we have, and that is because that comes from its decentralization. I think Bitcoin is the only valuable crypto asset we have because of the nature of how it started in its first few years.
And when you say Bitcoin, you mean BTC, right?
Absolutely.
But are you aware that in 2017, they changed the rules so that BTC no longer follows the Bitcoin white paper?
That is not true at all.
The white paper says that there needs to be a chain of signatures.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not what we have anymore. That's how SegWit changed that.
Okay, but it's still Bitcoin.
Absolutely ridiculous. And to think they call themselves influencers. Who are they influencing? Oh my goodness me. So as you can see, we've got BTC changed the rules in the protocol, and they implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which turned Coolcoin from a commodity into a security and crashed its fundamental value to zero. And then we had Roger Ver and his mates again. They were also trying to tamper with the protocol, changing the signatures, implementing snore signatures and stuff like that. So Roger, can you tell us your aspirations for your project?
and we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Is that right? And what do you say to all those multinational companies who say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, like that's going to work. Okay, so let's just get back onto Bitcoin here. So we're just going to have a word with the creator, Craig Oshi Nakamoto. So Craig, can you tell us your aspirations of Bitcoin in terms of what you want from it in terms of price movement? Because obviously price is going to be a reflection of its value, which is a reflection of its utility.
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
Nice. I mean, when you strip everything down to it, you know, the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Sounds good to me. Just let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. Good to see KP Daddy in the chat box. Thank you for joining me. So we've got hash rate 0.46%, network nodes 1.3. Transactions, look at this. Transactions, almost 75% of the entire global network on Bitcoin and 91.69% of the block size. This is absolutely staggering what we're witnessing at the moment. So we'll just have a quick look at these blocks, but before we do that, we'll have a chat with Michael Saylor. So Michael, when we're looking at Bitcoin, you know, can you tell us, you know, what is it we want? What should we be looking for?
Big blocks.
Yeah? What size?
$100 million chunks.
Nice. Whereabouts?
On the blockchain.
I thought so. Right, so let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain then, shall we? So, wow, look at these megabyte blocks coming through. 26, 25, 5, 1, 3, 13, 1, 6, 5, 12, 8, 12, 18, 8, 10, 14, 24, 28, 8, 12. I actually saw a 256 megabyte block not so long ago. Anne-Marie's still struggling to get all of his blocks over a kilobyte. And how many blocks do they have over a megabyte on Bcrash? Doesn't look like they got that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks over a megabyte. And Corecoin, look, still struggling to... Oh my goodness me. They are struggling to fill all their blocks. Look, how many blocks do they have over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that it? They've only got 10 blocks and Bcrash has only got 6. Good grief. Good grief. So look at this Bitcoin hash rate by network. So again, hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Proof of work by network. Corecoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints. Bcrash, Bitcoin hash rate, who cares? Bcrash, Bitcoin, proof of work, who cares? It is 3,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than any of these other alternative protocols because they're complete piles of crap. And look at this, it is 40.4% more profitable. Mining profitability. So that's mining profitability, not like processing transaction profitability. 40% more profitable to mine on Corecoin. Wow. Amazing. Let's see what effect that is having. So we've got daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Let's have a look at this comparatively. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe it's this one. There we go. That's what we want. That is what we want. So daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Let's have a look at this then. 2 years, 1 year. That looks more like it. 6 months, 3 months. There we go. Look at that. Look at the block size coming in. Look at that. Absolutely massive. So it looks like it's averaging like 17 megabytes per block. That is huge. Wow. That is absolutely massive. Loving that. Loving that. Wow. Daily average Bitcoin transactions by network. Bitcoin winnings. Look at that on the way up. Starting to smash it. Transactions per block by network. Starting to smash it. Daily average Bitcoin fees by network. Again, so that's fees in the actual block. Oh, that's interesting. So fees USD. So this fees in the block. But look at the fees coming down in Coolcoin there. So this is fees Satoshis. Whoa. Okay. But look at this. Look at this. Daily Bitcoin fees to block reward ratio. Look, we are smashing it. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Here we go. So yeah, look, we have done it. We have done it. Look, we're above Coolcoin in terms of the block reward ratio to fees in the block. So that means there are more fees per block on Bitcoin than there are on Coolcoin due to the transaction volume. This is huge. This is huge. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. This is mega exciting. Mega exciting. I mean, look. So you look at this and you think, oh, you know, there's nothing to worry about here. You know, look how far the yellow line is above the rest of it. But this is all historical. This is in the past. Like, look at where we are now. Look, we are above it. So all this size here is now completely irrelevant. It means nothing because look, we are above it. Look at that. 2.72% in comparison to 1.5 in terms of block reward ratio to fees in the block. Amazing. Amazing. So okay, so that means what? The fees, they're so the fees in the block are 2.72% of the block reward, whereas on Coolcoin the fees in the block are only 1.84, 1.5% of the overall block reward. Oh my goodness me! But you've got to remember that block reward, the price that it has, is completely speculative. It's completely speculative. It could literally just crash overnight, and there are no fees for the miners to be using to cover their costs. Oh my goodness. Amazing to look at. Amazing to look at. This is history in the making, folks. History in the making. Daily average Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Let's have a look at this. Here we go. Look at that going absolutely parabolic. Move that across a bit. See where we are now. So we are now at, and it wants to show us the figures. So are we at 400? Surely we should be at 400 by now. Come on, surely. Here we go. Let's have a look. 418 gigabytes. 418 gigabytes in comparison to just 361 on Coolcoin. Amazing. Amazing. Whoa, look at that. We're now 60 gigabytes in front. 60 gigabytes in front. That'll be 100 gigabytes in no time. The acceleration that we're experiencing here is just absolutely phenomenal. And we're just getting started. Literally just getting started. Love it. Just watch this space. So, global hash rate 7 days. Yeah. Global hash rate 24 hours. Who cares? Coolcoin global hash rate 24 hours. Yeah, it's similar to global hash rate. Yeah, as you'd expect. Bcrash, so via BTC and Ampool still on there. Hathor showing their hand again. So let's have a look at the mining profitability. Hold on. Here we go. So it's only 1.7. 1.7% more profitable to mine on Bcrash. So they've got no incentive to move their hash rate off. But look at this. Tau with 70%. Hathor back on there, macking it. 20%. So I'm sure Hathor does not like VIA BTC. It looks to me like they do not want VIA BTC on there. They are squeezing them off because the VIA BTC is a huge mining pool. Look, they've got huge amount of hash rate on Bcrash and Coolcoin, and they are, 9.3% of global hash rate. I mean, they're a huge mining operation, absolutely massive, and they're being squeezed off the chain. So that's what I think. I think they're nefarious to Bitcoin. That's what I reckon. And Anne-Marie's Fisher Price cash, yeah. So the reason we're squeezing them off the chain is because the only thing that these nefarious entities understand is price manipulation, which we will look at now in the short positions. Oh, we got movement, we got lift off. I haven't seen this for a few days anyway. 90%, and where are we now? 92%. The price is going down. I mean, look at that. Can you believe we're picking up Bitcoin for like $120? Amazing. All right, let's have a look. Let's see if we can let's see if we can actually have a look at the BTC shorts, because I do find them funny. Hey, there we are, finally. So they started off at 30. Yeah, that's kind of like irrelevant. It's more where they are now. Look at that. So they did go up to 24%. Where are they now? I mean, look at that. 15%. 15%. And remember that the average short positions is not what? It's normally around like what previously had been, 1%, and now we're looking at this. Look, this is the cracks appearing. These are those doing their fundamental research. They're like, actually, this isn't worth anything. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. Loving that. Loving my coffee. Right, let's get into the rest of it then. Here we go. So, Bitcoin blocks live. Whee, look at that starting to move across the top. So again, for any noob, there we go. There's that megabyte block down the bottom. Look, 256 megabytes. Whoa. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. They're picked up by the nodes instantly because Bitcoin is an ultra small world Mandela network, which just means it's shaped like this. So it just means that as the density of the links, or as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks who try and take it down. It is a fantastic network. A fantastic network. I love it. So once the transactions are recognized by the nodes on the network, they're then thrown into the memory pool, which is when they're competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. And in the highlighted rectangular box below that, we've got the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees. Look at this. Oh my goodness me, this is a 256 megabyte blocks mined by SV Pool. Whoa. Whoa, usually you see big blocks like that being mined by Tau. This is SV Pool. I was not expecting that. That's huge. That's huge. SV Pool, get in there. Mining big blocks. Love that. Love that. That means hopefully, the resource and the abilities to mine big blocks, are potentially being, they're being either shared or the formulas are getting out there. Fair competition and all that. This is great to see. Great to see. Let's have a look at charts if there's any movers and shakers before we let Laura Shin do her usual bit of explaining. No, it's all right. Always worth checking. Here we go. Right, so Laura Shin, if you'd like to explain to us the significance of block fees and block reward.
So, as you mentioned, at a certain point when the block reward stops, there will be a transition where miners will be compensated in transaction fees, not in the block reward. And the current amount that they earn is from fees is about 9% of the block reward. And so we'd have to see transaction fees 11x by roughly 2140, which is when the new Bitcoins will stop being minted. But I just wondered, if we don't see an increase in the amount of transactions that can happen at layer 1, because the number of layer 1 transactions is limited. And right now, I feel like a lot of the scaling is focusing on layer 2. Can transaction fees 11x in that time, or will that require people to pay a lot more per transaction?
Over the next couple halving cycles, we should see it start to predominantly be the value that is compensated to the miners in the block reward. If Bitcoin is the world reserve currency that doesn't have a strong security model, like there's not a lot of monetary compensation in the block reward due to transaction fees, well, then its long-term security will be weak. If it is the world reserve currency, there'll be very, very many layer 1 transaction fees.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you think it is possible that the amount in transaction fees will maybe not be enough on layer 1 to replace the block reward when the time comes.
Absolutely, there won't be enough to replace the block reward when the time comes because they've been purposely restricted. Do you honestly think 7 transactions a second was meant to economically sustain all of this? Look at that. Look at that. Just huge. Huge. I mean, this gives you an indication of how valuable Bitcoin is. Do you know what I mean? And we're looking at it at $120. Just because of all the ignorance of these other people. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I might just buy myself another 2 to cheer myself up. Just buy 2 Bitcoin. Yeah, why not? Why not? Good grief. That's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Whoa, BitInfo charts. Look at this. Are you seeing this, people? Are you seeing this? 24.2% of the overall transactions on the net. Whoa, look at that. We're just literally, 0.8% behind XRP. We know XRP is absolutely fundamentally worthless, and XRP isn't all. Ethereum is an absolute load of shit as well. Okay, Ethereum's only got 35.9. Look at this. This looks beautiful, beautiful. Right, so we're now going to have David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple Labs, explaining that XRP is an absolute load of crap.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
Remind me to look up the economic theory of being up for grabs.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Brilliant. One more time, David.
The people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
And Ethereum not being able to scale.
It scales somewhat. Initial plans or initial thinking. We knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
More like fail. Let's have a look at transactions 24 hours. Let's see what's going on now. Where are we? What does this thing look like? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Come on. Come on. So we've got 3 months. Where are we now? Look at that. Closing in. Closing in. So Ethereum 1.1 and Bitcoin 655,000. It's not going to take long now. It's really not going to take long. Let's just add XRP in there for a bit of for lulls. There we go. Look at that. Right, so Bitcoin in the turquoise blue, gaining it. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I love this. Love it. I love it. I love it. Come on. Let's be having ya. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. There we go. Look how close we are. Oh, fantastic. And scaling test network. Yeah, I wonder if this is still relevant because obviously we've got Terranode. All right, let's have Shadows talking about Terranode. Let's do it, Shadows.
We have run this across all 10 nodes, and I have actually seen volumes in excess of 100,000 per second. I wasn't quite brave enough to try that one today, live on stage. But there we have a real-life example of a Terranode that is able to scale. If I had more time, I would show you one that's actually running at a steady-state capacity and show that it actually can continue for a long period of time without any problems.
Amazing.
For reference, we don't think that the Bitcoin SV software would be able to handle a validation rate like that at this point in time. By the end of this month, we're hoping to actually have alpha versions of Terranode listening on the mainnet. They won't be trying to produce blocks. They'll just be listening and processing peer-to-peer messages. We'll also build, we have built scale testnets, global scale testnets for the Terranode specifically. We can't do this on the scaling testnet because we'll crush it. Because we have proven that Terranode can scale, we've proven what Satoshi always said about Bitcoin. Bitcoin can and does scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, more like Steve. Absolutely amazing. And trends.cash, look at CryptoFights. Look at this. Look at this. 47.3. Look, they must be correlated to a run protocol somehow, you know, with whatever it is, because they're literally always just behind it. Look, so run protocol 47.8 and CryptoFights 47.3. Apps ranking by performed actions. That is huge on CryptoFights. That's massive. Look at this, apps ranking by money spent on TDXP app, 91.7. Absolutely macking it hard, you degenerate gamblers. But my goodness, keep an eye on these folks, these figures. Good to see things like they're absolutely exploding. This is just literally the first of millions, if not billions of businesses and games on the network. Amazing, amazing. CryptoQuant, yeah, the exchanges were cashing out of BTC because I know it's a load of crap. Tether were printing loads of money because they're trying to counteract the selling here, which caused a squeeze in the liquidity and a massive spike in the price and a huge bubble ready for popping. And what's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 6.8. Memory pool usage 10 megabytes. Yeah, okay, looking good. Let's have a look at the memory pool. Whoa, look at this. Huge blocks. Here we go. Look at all this data coming in. Look at that. Cleared easy. Easy. That's what a memory pool is meant to look like. What it's not meant to look like is Coolcoin BTC. Let's see what this joke shop looks like. Look at that. All over the shop. Absolutely no clue what's going on. Can't handle it. Purposely restricted to F it up on purpose. And let's have a look at TX Street. See what's going on there. And we'll just let Adam back explain his expectations of a payment network on Coolcoin BTC.
So, you know, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. You know, if you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Median fee, 28 cents. Oh, look at that. It's 28 cents and they still can't fill all their puny 1 megabyte blocks. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Ha. Excellent. And Ethereum, median fee, 75 cents still. How do you respond to that, Vitalik?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, really? So it should cost 75 cents instead? Idiot. And let's have a look at our own issues that we're dealing with. You know, with all this excessive money printing, what do we know about that?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
Oh dear, and that is exactly what's going on there. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it, CoinGecko? Feeling good? Oh yeah, 78%, look at that. 78% now wanting it, even though the price is going down. I mean, there's so many other exciting metrics to look at. Love it. Love it. Bitping money flow per hour, 43 cents. Countries, 46. Yeah, it's all right. BSV doing its thing, monitoring the other networks. Morning run, under maintenance, good. Stay away from this shit, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean broken. Oh, law. Let's have a look at the depth charts. Here we go. Oh, price is going down, so red's gone up. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing that you can pick Bitcoin up for 120 quid, $120. I mean, that's just insane. It's insane. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. There we go. So yeah, we've just seen that price dip and bounced a little bit. But I mean, look at that, $120. Oh my goodness. Coolcoin versus USD. There we go. And yeah, okay, traveling down. Traveling. Shitcoiners aren't going to be happy with that. They have no idea what's coming. Oh dear. And Bitcoin versus Coolcoin. There we go. Oh, traveling down. That's all right. I mean, the value for money is just insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. And let's have a look at CMC. So a Coolcoin down 1.5. Let's have a little look here. Where are we now? Look at all these pieces of crap. Look, 120 down, 3.8 down, and down we go. Amazing. The opportunity of a lifetime here we're looking at. My goodness. And YouTube, so 591 subs. Let's have a quick look at how the videos are performing. Haven't seen these for the last few days. Last video, 87 since this morning. That's all right. Visa and crypto got 131. Nice. That's all right. Cool. Yeah, hopefully people are enjoying those. Good. Streamanity. Oh, I made $2.20 from the last uploaded video. Was about Hodlanaut calling Kurt a clown dumpster. Oh dear. Almost 300 followers on Streamanity. Thank you very much. And Twitch. So made $91. That's because the price is going down. But try making anything like that on Twitter. I mean, crikey, look, I'm only what, $30 off of an entire Bitcoin. That'd be pretty great, wouldn't it? Pretty great. All right, let's have a look at Twitch stats while we're here. That's the whole point of actually being on here. Acorn Stack. Here we go. Let's have a little look. New users 13. Lucky for some. Well, that's probably because nobody's been able to actually get hold of any BSV recently. That's why the price is going down. I mean, amazing. I mean, can you imagine the squeeze? I mean, all they're doing is like all that pent-up demand for when it comes back. Like, amazing. Yeah, and so followers are 425. Excellent. All right, let's check out Ruthie's tweet on Twitter. Let's see how she's doing. I think it was like 1,070 last time I looked at it. Let's have a little look. Where is she? Come on, Ruthie. There we go. Let's bring it up. Oh, 1,071. What a joke. I've still got to like it every day. Every day. Crazy. And our man Satoshi, is he over 80,000 subs? 79,000.8. Close. And stablecoin printer. Let's see who has been doing what. Binance USD, as if they're going to be allowed to continue to do that. That's hilarious. Binance USD, US dollar Circle coin. Still no tether printing. Oh my goodness me. Right, there we go. That'll do, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show. Obviously, going to have to go back and edit this because this is a bit of a disaster as a live show. But yeah, 40 minutes. Going to need to cut this bad boy down. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the show. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at TonicPow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.